Here. It's March 22nd, and it's a regular meeting of the Yonkers Industrial Development Agency. Start with the roll call.
Mayor Anthony?
Here.
Martin Ball is excused. Lou Reed?
Here.
Joe Ryan? Cecile Senior is excused. Michael Barata?
Here.
Peter Kishak?
Here.
Okay, we have 5 in attendance. We do have a quorum.
All right, first order of business is the approval of the minutes from our February 1st special meeting on the 1st. Everyone should have a copy of the minutes. If not, we'll get to you, but once you've had a chance to look them over, I make the motion to approve it for the amendment. I have a motion to approve it. Regan, second. And Mike, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. Next on the agenda is our annual audit. You should have a copy of the audit.
No, the audit's actually in the packet. It's the tab after the minutes is the audit. It's actually in your board packet. These were delivered also to the board on Tuesday, and this is the last one. Yes.
For the sake of file, under the state requirements, I just wonder what happened.
Our auditor, Brian Ranger from Days is here to answer questions, or if you want to do some little overview for us, or the thing like raise the legs and
First, I'd like to say that we noted the great diligence we went into account availability. That's really right very well. We're about 5 months early according to the board. So obviously, although we're showing a loss. Some of the items, including an extraordinary item, which is shown on the statement of activities on the bottom. The extraordinary item was the agreement to repay the pilots to Westchester County from 1995 to 2006. And $1,798,614 is the agreed upon amount, and we're showing in the balance sheet statement of assets, part of the due to other governments and the current liabilities, $518,000. Current portion due to Westchester County, which has already been repaid. The rest of the agreement is $240,000 a year for the next 5 years, starting in 2008. That's $1,200,002 in due to other entities. Also on the statement of net assets, some of the numbers that obviously stick out. Accounts receivable is due mostly to the return of rent advances made at the Valley Technical Center, which was enhanced to reserve room for the dialysis center. The landlord agreed to repay about $900,000 out of $1,100,000.
that was the lease termination, if you remember, it was a couple months ago, we talked about the lease termination, so that's the financial impact of that. First of all.
And that was on sale.
When I
restricted cash and equivalents is monies received on a bond issue for Boston Avenue cleanup. There's a liability for the same amount. As Boston Avenue was cleaned up and bids are submitted, these funds are released to pay for the cleanup. So
it's specifically a project, it's not
project
like
fund is
money,
not
we're
on
just,
that's why we have a liability to that's the highlights of the financials for this year. I think it's cleaned up a lot. The one thing that's outstanding under economic development projects, $670,000 is for Yonkers baseball, an advance made to the Yonkers Baseball Corporation, and according to the National Development Agreement, that will be repaid when the project is approved, and hopefully, it is dependent upon financing and approvals from the city and the state, and a tax agreement, tax increment bond issue, which has not previously been approved in New York State, but we're hopeful that $670,000 will be paid upon the progress of the baseball stadium.
Does anyone have any questions?
I have a question on the Boston Avenue. When do they, what's the timetable for completion on that?
we're just, still doing the testing. Actually, we finished the physical testing, and they're working on putting the report together for us, which we should be getting by the beginning of April. And then there has to be a formulation of a plan that goes to the DEC to get the formal work plan. So all of that probably happens by June, about the middle of June, and then the work would start, the actual remediation would start. And I'm not sure how long remediation takes, 5 months or 6 months?
Depends on-
Actually do it.
Depends on the cap that the DEC agrees to, and that's this next phase. We'll know this summer, then we can take executive.
Well, we won't know until June what the actual work is that gets approved by the DEC. That's where we're right now. The testing is done, everything, test results together for us. That turns into a work plan that gets submitted to DEC that they have to first approve. And I'm told, that takes a couple months to get all that done, and then once that's done, then the work can actually start.
Are there any other questions about the audit? All right, if there are,
Thank you very much.
we are going to have to do this audit. We have to find a deadline to get the a motion to approve made by Bill. Can I have a second? By Joy, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? None. Carried.
Great. Okay.
I have the annual authority.
Go to the treasurer's report. Treasurer's report?
I'm sorry, treasurer's
Yeah.
report.
Do you have the treasurer's report?
Yeah, we have our treasurer's report for January and February of this year. Same for reviews here.